Hello everyone, Warangel here, and welcome back to RimWorld. So at the moment, we're in the second third of winter, and after the escapades of last episode, where I was able to finally figure out how to get our animals to actually eat stuff, which wasn't grass or anything that we prepared, our animal situation is looking much nicer, although we did take a few casualties, if you remember. But if they die, that means we have more meat for us to be able to use. So all in all, not too bad a thing. We also got plenty of bloodstains, as typical for a start of an episode, because, what was it? Did we not have a... Was it a raid or something that we had attack? I cannot remember. It's only been a couple of days, bloody hell. Can't remember. It doesn't matter anyway, we need to clear it up. Let's get all this wood hauled in, for the moment. Barra's pretty much done. I think we, at this point, 900 wood should be more than enough. But I'll just let him finish off what he needs to do, and then we'll get that done. We've got plenty of snow all over the place. In fact, just trying to help things out a little bit. Do I want to clean up? Remove filth. I'll just do it from our area. Yeah, we got some bloodstains here, but unfortunately it's just one of those things that will help the speed of the game a little bit more. And at least I'm not trying to get rid of the snow in the area. You know, it's snowing, it's medium thickness apparently, a bit thin around where we are. It's okay, we'll live with it. Now, one thing I did want to check... excuse me. One thing I did want to do quickly is if we go outside for winter, for the animals, I want to make it so they don't come inside the houses. They can have the schoolyard building for now, but any of these other places I want to have for my people only. So we'll just queue up all these quick. So they're not allowed in the areas. Something like that and that. That. They can have... that disbanded, and this as well. There we go. Sorted. I should keep the animals out at least. Let's speed things up a little bit now. And continue. I suppose I could set up something for the snow, couldn't I? But to be honest, the snow's not really that big an issue. I'm quite happy to leave it as it is. But we've got a few more days to go, and then we'll have to make a decision in spring what we're going to do. Like, I still like the idea, if I pop onto the world map, of actually making our way to more friendlier territory, heading up to the savannas. Where was it, the Blueberry Asdo happened to be? So at least we'll be able to go off and actually trade with people a little bit more and so on. But we will have to make our way across the desert, which is going to be problematic for our animals. And... to be honest, it's not going to be the most interesting episode, so I will probably have to skip a fair bit of it, and only include any highlights like if we get attacked or something like that, because otherwise we're going to have basically an entire season of my people moving, and I know it's not going to be the most pleasurable thing just to watch the world map screen, so we'll probably have to cut it out until we get to that new location, or I suppose we could just stay here. I mean, there's no reason why we can't. We've got everything set up pretty nicely and everything. I'll have to give it some thoughts. If that is the case, we may have to try and have a different objective. Maybe something like, at the moment we've got Eel and Vulture. Rakai unfortunately actually lost the baby because of the combat she was in. That was right, yeah. We got bruised by all those muffaloes. That's why we had the blood, it's because of the muffalo attack. Of course. Right, but yeah. She was unfortunately lost the baby, but Alboyo is still pregnant. So we've still got some potential to happen, you know? We'll just have to wait and see what happens. But that would be pretty nice. Could get rid of this. I'll tell you what, let's actually clear that up. Because what I could do then, if we do decide to stay here, is, I think I talked about it last time, is that just trying to make the village itself look a bit more attractive. So we've put down like all these stone pebble walks, so we got a bit of a bridge, you know, like paths going around. But it'd be nice to try and do stuff like maybe put some trees and that in here so we can have like an orchard, or just something in our communal area here. We've got plenty of opportunity to branch out. We've already started decorating a little bit with things like, you know, this random annual expo. How's this one actually? An acoustic show. Okay, whereabouts is this? That's not too far away, I guess. I mean, if we formed a caravan, I don't know which ones I would necessarily take with me. Probably just one or two people. But if we did say something like that, it would take them 3 days. Okay, to be fair, it's snow at the moment, so maybe we'll leave it for now until the snow clears. But yeah, we have been decorating the place a bit already, haven't we? When you consider we've got like the boat down, we've got our windmill and stuff. And we are starting to put down solid foundations like you would have in an actual home. You know, like an actual village. So I don't know, maybe it would be a better idea just for us to stay here and just maybe have it so once we have maybe 6 kids, 8 kids, something like that we have it sorted out. But there we go, we actually unlocked agriculture free. So let's go back onto research. Something I want to try next is terrain rehabilitation, so we can actually try and sort things out a little bit. But cocoa could be quite cool just to make chocolate. Carpets, some stringed instruments. Could be something for our animals. For our people, I mean. Great bows, the ability to make plate armor, although that has turned out to be problematic with Banished. So I'm not too sure about that one yet. Vegetable garden, we did this one. What was these two? Ambrosia we can't do anyway, but we could do biome plants if we wanted to do coconuts, figs, pineapples, gooseberries. Nah, we'll leave that. We'll worry about that one. Let's go for cocoa. Like so. We'll get this all hauled in then as well, so we can go back inside. And then I might, yeah, may as well just set up a growing location. I'm not going to worry about doing tilled soil, because I think that's a bit silly just to have here. We want it to just look quite natural, I would say. So if we just pop down some grown spots like this. Right. I'm going to do some, I suppose we can do some here as well. Maybe not all the way, because we want to locate somewhere for our people to be able to, you know, get to if needed. So tell you what, shrink this zone here. And then what we'll have is have a look, see what trees we can get. So we've got watermelons, peach trees, orange trees, apple trees, St. John's worts, cotton and psychoid. Let's go... yeah, let's go peach. Peach. Orange and apples. Oh, we can get bananas, actually. Let's get banana tree. Queue those up, and then eventually they'll grow when I actually get suitable weather. But yeah, that might make things a little bit more nicer around the area here, at least. Alright, animals are still just potting around doing what they need to do. No, I'm just trying to remember, did we actually have... what are these? Scoltosaurus, okay. I was just wondering, did we actually have any ancient dangers on the map? For the life of me, I can't remember seeing any, or hearing of any. And I don't see any on here at the moment. No. Okay, never mind then. Well, I did notice though, we did have some silver down here. Alright, let's just ask all that to be mined out. Anything that's going to add to our wealth is going to be appreciated. I think we already mined the other one, didn't we? Yeah, I think we did. Okay. That's all working out now. We've got a nice place for everyone to rest up in the for the cold. So the animals can go out and eat when ready and then come and sort of relax. In fact, we could start being a bit appreciative and actually opening up so some people can actually have their own place. And we've got these 2 huts available. Well, think about it. Oh, yeah, Christ, we still had this, didn't we? I did see a mod on the workshop, and I forgot to get that bloody mod. The one I talked about last time, which allows us so when you actually have, when your villagers or pawns are actually attacking someone, that they make it so they attack the nearest person. I talked about getting it, and I forgot completely about doing it. But there was another one I saw that actually allows it so as soon as a crop becomes blighted, that it automatically gets set to cut. So it says you have to do it, manually. You can just get someone else to it will just do like that. I think that would be so much easier for us. But we'll sort it out for next time. Alright, let's ask for that to be done. Alright, how is our weapons and stuff all gone, by the way? What are you making at the moment? You're making tribal armor, are you? Yes, okay. What we got here? A wool parka. Cloth parka. So everyone now should actually have enough clothes to be able to, be okay. We've still got all this tribal ware that needs to be burnt at some point. There's no one been set to do that, actually. Ha! Could you do that for me? Oh, hang on. Apparently not. Yeah. We've allowed it so anything can be, as long as it's untainted, could be burnt. I suppose I better set something up as well for when we end up swapping out. I don't know. We might just have to leave it here then or something. Hope not. Alright, let's have that set up to a couple more bills. Just so we can get a little bit more stone to finish off the paths. Alright, that's been trained up in rescue. White willow, let's get that harvested. That can be harvested too, I guess. Apple trees, let's get that brought in. Thank you, game. Appreciate it. Right, apart from that then, everything is just nice and settled. We've got more than enough food coming in. To be honest, apart from the fact that wanting to make sure we have enough children to say that the village has sort of, is capable of growing, At the moment, I would say that we've pretty much done a good colony. Everyone is sort of self-done. We're all, it's all self-contained. We can manage everything that we need to grow and stuff like that. Yeah, to be honest, I don't really feel much of a worry about. We've got things here. We could always try and go after some Fombos, I guess. Fly, friend, and Finn. Go and hunt that down for me. In fact, let me check my animals. We've still got plenty of alpacas, and a number of them are pregnant. Stay off the bat. We've still got Belle, a Macarena. We've got our Bug. A bull now with no cows. I might end up might as well set that to be slaughtered then. We've got our Jacorex. Two male Megasloths. Triceratops. Still got the other alpacas and the turkeys. Let's set the turkeys to get killed as well. Any bear for extra meat is going to be appreciated. In fact, Nakai, can you quickly get on to butchering those to me, please? Alright, and someone's managed to bring that in. Thank you. Alright, now I just need... Okay, tell you what. Oh no, you've already done all the others, have you? Yeah. Okay, start salting it, please. There we go. At least we're never going to run out of meat anytime soon. We've got like... How many of these? 23 barrels of smoked meat. More than enough for our needs. And if we did end up deciding to migrate to warmer climates, then thankfully they can actually eat the salted meat, so we'll have to stop every so often, I think, in order to basically set up camp, open up a barrel of these, and just let so the lizardmen can eat it. Because I think they get a bit fussy about eating pemmican, in my experience. I mean, it doesn't see any harm in just letting them keep making pemmican for now, but... Facts. Let's stop that a minute. Get on with cooking some more stir-fried meals, please. Let's take advantage of all this corn. And eventually we'll be able to grow so much more if we choose to do so. All this wood... Oh Christ, we've now officially run out of room for wood. I'll get it all set up to haul urgently, so as soon as we have space, we'll get it brought in. I suppose we could always look to see if there's anything else we'd like to try and do for decoration purposes. Like maybe a little notice board right by here, so we can give any announcements or anything like that. Keep messages going up. Simple buckets. Stump. Oh, finished cocoa. Unlocks trees and cocoa bushes. Okay. Let's try terrain rehabilitation next then. And what else can we try and pop down? A kennel? We don't actually have much of a kennel for them. Clotheslines? I suppose we could set those up. Those are... we have got people that need them clothes. We could do something like that there. One here, maybe. Let's put another one right by here as well. Crop signs don't really mean anything, but I can imagine just popping one or two here. Oh, we got cobblestones. We could put down if we wanted. Trash cans. A wood made by tree. Made by tree? This wood is real tree or not? Christ, that's the name. A well? It's not really applicable in terms of, like, it's not an actual well given by Dub's Hygiene, but it does look cool. A cart? Sure, let's pop a car right by here. Boundary stones. I don't know, how do these work? No idea. Another windmill? Possibly. Tell you what, let's put a few more scarecrows down. I mean, it's only fitting. We have a scarecrow around the place just to make sure that the birds don't try and eat the things. Oh, we now got our own pet squirrel. Isn't that sweet? Release you to the wild. We don't really want a pet squirrel. But thank you, game. The thought was appreciated, even if, you know, in reality we just didn't want it. Alright, you can go off and eat that. Oh, boyo, how are you doing? Gathering silver. You're shivering. Have you not got a parka on? No. Oh, Jesus. Hang on, I have got you to set, yeah, worker cold weather. So as long as we've got parkas sitting about, like we've got one right here, why does our boyo not go and put one on? Tell you what, go and visit the latrine a moment. I might just have to force her to wear it. Okay, put the silver down. Okay, tell you what, go and force wear a parka. You're not nudist or anything, are you? No, just abrasive and trustworthy. Okay. There, that should warm her up much better. In fact, where's the gear? Oh yeah, she can manage now minus 34 degrees. I think she'll be okay. Right, what's this one here? Another parka being done. Okay, Melania's finishing that off. We've done all of our smithy weapons now. So, did we really want to try and outfit any other characters? I'm pretty sure we did. Like, Barra here happens to be one of my main constructors, so I might swap out his axe for a hammer instead. Ironwood hammer. Go and get that for me. Okay. Nakai, let's put yourself back to a bow. You put yourself back to your gun. Nakai, let's drop your knife. Because you got this and you got that. Okay, Melania, you've got your club. Alboyo, you've got a spear. Ha, you've got your spear. Belnagatus has got a lizardman spear, which is a good quality one. Let's swap that back. And you've got your limestone axe. Crossbow. Polymer spear. Kui has got that. And Gauga, apparently he's got a piece of wood. Okay, Gauga, yeah, your melee is not that good. But let's give you the longsword. And then Eo Vulture, of course, they're children. We don't particularly want to give children weapons. So I'll leave them for now, but at least the other characters can get their own stuff. It's like Gauga, if you now picked up... I did want you to keep your bow, though. Shooting is extremely good. Recurve bow, great bow. Let's give you... Have we got any good crossbows? No, we'll give you one of these instead. Damn it. Okay. Equip to the sidearm. Thank you. There we go. Everyone now should have a good quality weapon. Right, and a ranged weapon as well. Apart from Belnagatus, who's a brawler. So we're not worried about her necessarily. Oh, do we not have much cloth? Apparently not. Oh, no matter. No rush, anyway. Okay, but the paths are all done. Just need some of it to be built. Thank you, Eo, for setting that up. And for doing these as well. Appreciate it. And there we go, I got an little notice board. I know that it doesn't mean anything, but at the end of the day, it's just a case of making the place look nice, you know? No harm in doing that. Prison camp opportunity. Some members of the people of Zami are imprisoned by a hostile faction, and they want us to rescue them. This will improve our relationship with them, but also give us a legendary Mega Scab Herd, and a Silver Halberd. The only thing is, we don't know how many people happen to be there. And it is snowing, don't forget, so we have got a few... You know, it's going to take more days for us to get there. We'll have to think about it. Alright, let's have a quick look on the map again. Is there anyone worth hunting? What about you? Are you dead or alive? You're dead for 10 days. Oh, you're fresh, so you haven't been spoiled, and no one's actually bothered to eat you. Well, that's more meat for us. We're not picky. You're rotten, so we're not going to touch that. So is that. Anything else? Oh. Dead for 8 days. Frozen. Yeah, we'll haul you in, certainly. Oh, you still need to be hauled in. And your bow could do with being destroyed at some point. Oh, thank you. Someone's already rushed in to do that. Someone can haul that in then. Right. I think that's all the animals. Most of them on the other side of the river from us anyway, so apart from seeing a few things, it seems pretty peaceful. Oh yeah, did that squirrel end up getting itself away? Yeah, looks like it. Okay, all these have been still set up. Let's set you up as well so you can be released if needed. Nearless. Right. Okay, well, Kai's getting on with that. I suppose really we could set up another field. To try and get some cocoa or something like that. In fact, we got the trees that we were going to grow here, weren't we? Apple trees, let's swap that out. And find cocoa. Watermelon, olive, blueberries, bananas, turnips, cocoa tree. Here we are. Tropical tree that produces chocolate genetically engineered to sweeten and slightly less warm climates, but performs a lot less than the tree. Okay, we'll allow the cocoa tree to be done here instead. Oh boy, where are you off to? You're gonna go make me swords from the okay, that's fine. Alright, Jesus Christ. Rakai, can you make me some more new material? What have we not gotten then? Since we've got a hell of a lot of stuff here already. White willow bark. Oh, of course, we've got loads of this nettle powder. Lavender oil. What can we make with lavender? When I can spell the word lavender. Can make lavender soap. Lasts about a day. Make a balm. Can help with sleep disorders. I wonder. Let me just set up this quick, right? What I'm just curious about is, because Bauer is a heavy sleeper, does that count technically as a sleeping disorder? Because, while you guys are still watching this, you know how often we've had a raid come, and Bauer has just slept through it like a baby. Which, don't get me wrong, is a good thing sometimes, but not when we've got a bunch of people trying to turn up and just attack and kidnap anyone that they can get their hands on, and steal everything that we've got of value. You know, it's not good to just be sleeping through that. So I'm just wondering if heavy sleeper technically counts as a sleeping disorder, and then we can actually use the lavender balm and maybe fix it? I don't know. I suppose we'll find out in the following day. Okay, Galga, you can finish that off by all means. Animals are still going out and about doing their own thing. Oh! You're throwing a tantrum because of unfulfilled recreation. There's not much I can do about that. They have got time to forget for recreation purposes. They've got a few hours every night and they've got anything that they can choose. If they want to go off and work, they can do. If a character doesn't go off and go into, you know, and have fun, I can't help that. It's not my fault, game. Stop smashing up my stuff. And you now made a hole in my fence. Thank you. Right. I'll tell you what, let's switch over to your hammer a moment. Can you just... can Can you... Oh, someone else might be already going off to do that. Might be Eel? Yeah, thank you, Eel. Bonagut is no longer having a tantrum. Well, thank you, Bonagartus. Now, I still haven't figured out what's wrong with this. Why is it not the armor rack not working with this outfit? I think the only thing that comes to mind is that it might be something with the armor itself, but without actually producing our own armor, which we could do once this research is done, I don't know for certain. All I know is that there is something affecting it so we can't actually use it. What's that for? Is there someone who hasn't got a suit of armor yet? Eel? Vulture. Bonagartus. Oh yeah, Bonagartus of course doesn't have one. Alboyo has. Oh yeah, the armor's not done, I can see. Okay, let's grab you that. Okay, Melania, can you quickly just haul it for me? I know Skizzo is on his way, but can you just beat him there? Thank you. Right, let's have a quick look at something now. 58.5, 29.3, 46.8. Doesn't have any differences there. Okay, so steel helmet is much better than a wooden quality one. And it doesn't actually slow them down compared to this. Okay, so we need to make a bunch of steel helmets. For these armors... No, hang on. Storage? Okay, for these then, let's go helmets. I can spell it, honest. I just seem to have an issue when it comes to the fact I got my microphone right in front of the thing. So it's in front of the keyboard, so it's kind of like trying to type around it. What about Mega Spider helmets? I mean, these give me social impact. There was one. Was it the Deer Hood? Yeah, it gives me a shooting accuracy bonus. Could try and get my hands on some of those, because it was this one. Was it this one as well? That's medical success chance. Which one was it that's supposed to give you bonuses to combat? Negotiation ability. That's pain threshold. Tribal headdress with social impact. I could have swore it was those. Move speed and global... Oh wow, global work speed. That's handy. Oh, this one, right. Let's include that. Okay, so we want some deer ones, a mega scarab. Okay. Right. Let's see if we can get that done then. So we can cancel those. Helmets, I'll ask for, say, I don't know how many we need. So let's say 2 for now, because we already got 3 available. And yeah, we'll just make it out of those. Deer? Nope. Is it in here, maybe? Deer hoods? Yep. And then, what was the other one? Mega Beetle? No, Mega Scarab. Okay, we'll get, say, 2 of those for now. Once we're finished with the parkers. Now, everyone in theory should actually have a parker on them. At least the ones that are capable of wearing one should have one. A boy had to be forced to wear one, don't forget. Bonagartus, to be honest, as long as you're okay, I mean it's 8 degrees outside, as long as she's okay, I don't mind her just keeping the armor on. It hasn't really affected her all that much. Hatchman lizardmen wear. Could do with a couple more of those, I guess. Let's see. Lizardman wear. Let's make sure we always have what? How many lizardmen do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Always make sure you have at least 5 of these. Alright, that's all the parkers now done, I presume? Pretty much. Okay, we're on the 11th. When is our boyo going to have this baby? We've been waiting absolutely ages, our boyo. We want this baby to come out soon. I want to see what this baby's going to look like. Terrain rehabilitation. Allows you to correctly layer dirt on smooth stone and other terrains to make underground greenhouses. Not that it's going to be overly effective for us, but I thought it might come in handy. So, for example, here, we should be able to put thing on it now. Standard soil tastes like dirt. I mean, because we can put that down, but we can put this down and just make it so now we should have crop, like actual soil we can put down for ground. Something like that. Alright, set that up as well. To be honest, I don't know if I would like to use this in future Let's Plays. Usually I use Fertile Fields mod, which does give it a bunch of bonuses for stuff like, you know, allows you to do this, but it involves a lot more research, and then you have to do stuff like make the dirt, or, you know, get stones, ground it up into pebbles, and then put it all together with sand and stuff in order to make it. Whereas this is just a case of pop it down on the ground and then it will make soil there instead. So I don't know how much I'd like it in comparison, but I'll use it for now because we haven't got anything better as an alternative. Right. All that could be hauled in eventually. All that needs to be burnt. Okay, well that's been done. Let's get steel helmet. Let's not have that as I said as a major priority. But say preferred. Right. So if I pop back onto here, steel helmet. Oh, hang on. I get it. Alright, copy settings, and if I just choose select similar, do that, paste. Right. There, now that should allow me to actually haul it off because there's somewhere else for it to go. There we go. Oh, our boy has given birth. Oh my god, it's just so tiny. I can't... What we got? We got another vulture. A little baby boy this time. Okay, let's check your stats out. Okay, so he's passionate for intellectual, melee, and shooting. That's something a little bit for craft and non-artistic, but we can always make that work. He's got a great memory, so it means he's going to lose the skills of things. He's misogynist already, so he's really just born, and he really dislikes and distrusts women. A fast learner, and abrasive. Hang on, which one is either you? Misogynistic, no. Just a weird traits for Vulture here to pick up. Let's not... I'm not going to call you Vulture, though. Oh, no, we can't change it. So that's initial first name. I'll keep you... Okay, Surfer Sax you can have, then. There we go. Suppose I just wanted to change your name so it wasn't Vulture, because otherwise we'll have two of them. And it will get confusing. I mean, we could change Vulture's name here, I guess, but... No, it's fine. It's okay. Right, let's get a bed sorted out. That needs to be the big thing. So, tell you what, that's a good quality one. Let's just pop it in here. Since you're here, Eel, would you mind just doing that for me quick? And then if you can go and rescue the baby as well. Oh, Quee's already gone off. Okay, hang on. Right. Crap, which Vulture is it? I don't know. Okay, hang on. Drop the baby on the floor. Okay. One we're gonna have to guess, I think. Hang on. Right, one of these must have been given to Vulture because... I don't know. God's sake. I don't even know where he was going off with the kid. Okay, let's make a guess. We reassigned this one, so Vulture's still got hers there, and Vulture's got there. Okay, go and rescue Vulture and take her back to his mum and dad. That wasn't creepy at all. We just came in and said thing while these two in the middle are having some loving. Oh my god. Okay, we'll set this for worker cold weather, and again we're gonna have baby zone. Oh, hang on. Oh, crap, of course, right. Okay, one sec. Right. Vulture... Let's put Vulture at the end here, because she is the youngest. Vulture now has grown up a bit, right? So he's got access to the cleaning area. But we need to go on here. Expand baby zone for this one. And so they can have access to this, but we're also going to baby zone out of here. There. Okay, so now, Bauer, if you don't mind just rescuing little Vulture again. Thank you. But there we go, we've now got 3 kids. So something I'll have a think about. We could, in a few days, when it becomes the spring, talk about, like I said, go off and resettle elsewhere. And then once we build up another village, end the campaign there. Or we could allow us to have a few more children. And just say, like, when we get to, like, 5 or something like that. So we have 2 more kids. Then we can finish it. Or maybe just until Eel becomes an adult. But then Eel is only 2 years old now. It's going to have 16 years to go in the game before we can actually get that far. And this is me playing with speed 3 all the time at this point. Because we haven't really had a need to slow things down. Alright, now they're putting down soil. Can we... I wonder... If I pop one here, tilled soil... Oh right, so it does act just like soil. Can we move it? No. Okay, that's interesting. So basically we're just popping soil down, and then it acts just like any other bit of soil, like here. So we can actually do stuff like, you know, put tilled soil down on top of it. Huh. That could work. I'll tell you what though. Bauer, I'm going to ask you to interfere what you're doing with the Megasloth and just go back up here for me. Work on these 3 tiles, just because it gives me a little bit more sort of satisfaction to see the whole field done, rather than as it currently is. So, when you can make your way up, Bauer, do you realise you actually travelled so far? My bad. Okay, so now, if we pop back into here, we can do tilled soil here, here, and here. And if you can quickly do these for me. And here. Thank you. That means now we can actually just go expand zone. Copy over these bits and we can have our proper square now. Ah, that's good. Oh. What? Oh dear God. The one... How old is she? She's not even 1 year old yet, and she's already binging on Psychoid. Oh dear. Okay, pick up... Can't even pick it up. Oh, bugger. Okay, Vulture. Have fun. Don't go too crazy on the Psychoid tea. Oh, Vulture's been calmed down by our boyo. Oh, thank you. I forgot, Vulture, for some weird reason, is, like, because of the way the mod works, I mean, I don't blame the mod at all, it's just, we've now got, don't forget, she is a psychopath kind person, child with chemical fascination. She loves drugs and booze and stuff like that, right? So she's got that, and some of the others as well. Oh, dear me. I'll tell you what. Let's just dismantle this one. Okay, Skizzle, when you finish drinking your tea, just deconstruct this for me, please. And then we'll move the armor over to the other one then. So when you're ready? Okay. Let's queue that up. And Skizzle, if you can just hold this. Why are you not holding, good sir? Oh, because you're holding it here. Okay, revamp. Hold that elsewhere, please. There we go. Better. Thank you. Alright, the trail by helmet can go. That needs to be hauled eventually. Alright, so we now got booze. Someone hold the booze? Oh, we've actually... How much do we have in here then? I said this just for wine, didn't I? Or, hang on. Beer. Okay, so that's the one for beer, and then me to presume we haven't actually had much of that. Okay, that's fine then, I guess. Could do some books, though. Did we... We have got the ability if I go to this, haven't we? Because Vakai started one. I'll tell you what, Vakai. Finish off making me your book. I'm interested to see what you're going to be writing about. It's going to take a little while for her to do so, but that's okay. Gal can finish off the Parkers. Plain leather mega scarab hood. Okay. Dinosaur hard skin liveman wear. Oh, Eclipse. Oh wait, so it's an artistic skill. Has she really got the highest artistic level in the colony? I doubt it. Oh, apparently she has. Yeah, 7. Melania hates doing that sort of work anyway, but the next one's 4. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Oh, and it's starting to snow again, by the way. Female rats, 2 years old. Okay. At least we're keeping the beer going. That's the most important thing, isn't it? Alright, get someone else not getting on with that. I was just thinking. I thought about before, if we do end up staying here, and I will make a decision by next episode, but if we end up staying here, then I have thought about actually making a bridge to go across the river, so we can take advantage of on this side and just get a whole bunch of crops down by the river here. The only problem is with that is that so far it has proven quite defensible. A lot of enemy raids have come from this side, meaning that they've been slowed down quite a bit as they make their way across. And now that we've been actually made the effort to put some reasonable defences down, even if they're just earthen mounds, they're certainly better than much else. Could always put down traps and stuff, I guess. But it hasn't really been needed so far, as long as we get our people into position. Speaking of the devil, here comes some raids. The Covenant of Nakar. Oh wow, they're on this side of the river too. Okay. 25 of them. They got a few spears, a couple short bows. I'll say 1 maybe short bow. 1 lot with rocks, and everyone else has a bunch of spears with them. Okay. Sorry, Iquas. We got Stegosaurus, an Archaeopteryx, a goat, and yeah. Oh, hang on, what's that? Oh, and a wild boar. They're riding a wild boar. Do they think they're Warhammer orcs? Who knows? Suppose it makes just as much sense as riding a dinosaur. Okay, in that case, everybody apart from Belnagotus. Okay, everyone apart from Belnagotus. Go and equip from the armor rack. Get yourselves dressed ready to fight. I just hope it's not going to be too cold outside. I do like this armor mod. I think it's really cool that they can actually rush and get armor dressed and everything. But it's just a bit... Oh no, in fact, something you may need to do. Do I still have the setup for Fallout? I do, okay. As soon as we get the notification about the enemy raids coming towards us, then I'm going to have to make sure the animals go inside here, because I don't want them getting eaten. Just because... Hang on. Is one of them trying to attack us? I just wonder why the game slowed down all of a sudden. Research plate armor. Okay, thank you, game. Let's try stringed instruments, just for something to research. Oh no, I'll tell you what we could do. Let's get gunpowder. I think it makes sense. We've had these muskets and flintlocks for quite some time now. I think it's only fair that we can actually make our own guns in the future. Just wonder why the game slowed down. I have no idea. Okay, everyone. Just zoom out a moment. Okay, everyone is back in base, so I don't have to worry about them trying to make their way from across the map or anything like that. It's because of you, isn't it? Watching for targets. I'll tell you what, Vakai, if you happen to be nearby, I know you're cooking me some meals. See about getting some early shots in, can you? Because don't forget, she has a longbow, which is like basically an equivalent of a sniper rifle. So maybe we can get some early shots against them. If they insisted on coming back here. No? Okay, go back to your normal duties then. Did I just see another Belnagatus here? No, I just saw something similar. Oh, it's again, they're trying to shoot my animals. Okay, I'll tell you what, animals, for the moment, make your way back to the school. Okay? Yeah, everyone can make their way inside then, and be safe until the raid has been dealt with. Okay, everyone is pretty positive for the most part. I'm just wondering to see if they're going to come to attack us. Because they're taking a long time, just sitting around. I mean, they're not getting cold or anything, are they? No. Okay, here they come. Here they come. Right. Let's get all of you guys, and we're going to have you set up here. Alright, that way we can shoot them straight away. Oh, hang on. Oh, you're going to try and make your way a long way around? Really? Well, I thought that would be the sensible option, but that's what the game wants to do. That's what the game wants to do. Okay, well, we'll take advantage of the fact that they don't actually have much in the way of ranged ability. I think they had one short bow and one person with throwing rocks, basically. So, I'll just leave my people here, I guess, out of range of their bow, and just shoot them from a distance. This is going to be a bit of a bloodbath, to say the least. Let's switch you back to your gun barrel. And I'm just going to let them get on with it, really. We'll keep an eye on them, of course. If they end up... because it looks like they may try and cross over this way, or they'll probably make their way up to here, won't they? Okay, we'll finish off the few of them here. Well, it looks like you hit a pig then. Yeah, well, how about you going to try and cross over here? Right, make your way up to here now, guys. And then, Eo, make sure you stay inside. Go back to Mum and Dad's, okay? Just stay inside the house until the raiders are dealt with, okay? Alright, there comes Ko. Alright, they're going to start firing us now with their one bowman. But for the most part, this is going to be a bit of a bloodbath. There we go. Just keep firing. Okay, let's actually help out a bit. Go after Gaxada here. Okay. Do we want to kill the Stegosaurus? I mean, it's more meat for us, isn't it? Okay. Belnagatus, we're going to get you here. Because you're going to be ready then to go after the animals. Anyone that basically makes their way over. You attack the animal here. Okay. You come down here and attack Izago. Okay, next one, go after Zoskam here. Okay, and then just go to town, guys. Just go to town. Kui, you've made your way over here slowly, haven't you? Oh, you knocked down my bloody gate again. Okay, let's have a look. We've got this one. Are there any of these good to join us? A Deathly Dodger, Night Owl, and a Pluviphile. Not too shabby, although artistic, that's something. You're good with animals, a heavy sleeper but kind. Social, again, nothing really major, but we are trying to be fairly nice people, aren't we? And what about you? How were you injured? Just a few bruises, okay. Right, Kui, what about you? Again, just a couple of bruises. Okay, everyone, go back to your normal duties. Asna, go... Nope, that's Yarrow. Asna, go and capture Zoskam here. Okay. Oboyo, go and capture Izagal. Someone, finish off the Stegosaurus. And Watra. Hates dumb labor, Iron Man. To be honest, we're probably not going to keep you, but... I will try and capture them, at least for the moment. Okay, Belnagatus, you can go back to your normal duties as well. And once we've captured everyone that we need to capture and heal them up and everything, then we'll get over and to get them back out of their armor. Okay, our boy is already going off. Bleeding out 6 hours. Bleeding out 2 hours. Might have been better if someone focused on Quee. Looks like... Sorry, Quee is going after Zoskam here. Okay, medical emergency. Bleeding out an hour. Can you quickly tend to Vatra? Okay, dying in 0.8 hours. This is going to be close. 0.7. 0.8. Death in an hour. Compared to the last couple of ones we've had to deal with. Well done, oh boyo. Alright, we've still got that bucket of water in here, haven't we? Yeah. Here's a gal who just got one more injury left to do. Could you just quickly tend to her? Okay. Now, because I don't know what left yet to do with them, let's just set all of them to reduce resistance. And then we can always have a think about now which ones we're going to try and capture eventually. We'll ask for that to be held back as well. Oh look, we've actually got one book now. Suffering by Grouse Wakai. The storybook contains a text of an empty baseball cap. The text contrasts injury with death. There is a city that takes part in a love triangle with a beast and a cowboy. What, interesting book, Grouse. Wow. I have to be honest, I wasn't expecting that. Fair dues. Fair dues. I'll tell you what, actually. Okay, those were already grown. Yeah, that's apple. Okay, that's fine. I was thinking for a moment, maybe I'll put the cocoa trees down here, just because we could do with more of them, because they can only be used to make chocolate. But it's okay, we'll have 2 apple trees down already. Right. Oh yeah, now everyone can get back into their normal clothes. Apart from Belnagatus, of course. Transfer back to the armor racks. Now, for future playthroughs, I think I do like the armor racks mod compared to Gear Up and Go. And I do like the fact that you could potentially use that as a proper armory, so equipped it with weapons and stuff like that. But from watching Roll1D2 Gaming's recent Let's Play series for RimWorld, which is where I got the idea for the armor racks from, he seems to have a constant trouble with losing weapons. And I don't know if it's because of the way he does it with it edited. I can't tell if it's maybe because of other like it's visitors and that's coming in and actually just taking the stuff and selling as guests and visitors, or is it because that there's something up with the mod itself that's getting rid of weapons? I don't know. But for now, I'm quite happy to let them keep their weapons, and then we'll just, get rid of them as needed. So all of this can now be hauled to wherever it needs to go. Most of it's probably just going to get burnt up here, but we can always smelt down the weapons in order to make... so we can get more steel out of it, or whatever it is that we need to make it out of. Okay. New lovers. Galga has charmed Asna by complimenting her family background, and she's agreed to become his lover. If only life was so easy, eh? If only real life was that easy to get the people into relationships. Okay, so Asna... Oh crap, which one? What was it? I just literally... Who was it? Galga and Asna, right. So Asna is here and Galga's here. Nikai, I'm afraid you're going to give up your house again. Okay, so we're going to assign you. So Galga and Asna, wasn't it? Yeah. Congratulations, you guys have now got your own place. Although technically, I suppose this could mean... Yeah, I'll tell you what, Asna, it's not currently quite the same as usual, but we can give you... still want to let you have your own place. We'll just, sort that out instead. And now the heating's on as well, so it should warm up pretty nicely for you too. And what were we making here again? A clothesline, right. Okay, these guys are going to be keeping themselves thing. We'll make a decision, like I said, what to do with them eventually. Alright. All the bodies getting hauled over here, ready for us to burn them. Ha, did you not want to get changed yet? What about everyone else? Bauer? Get changed? Ukai is done. Equip. Equip. Okay, Alboyo, transfer over to armor rack. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Go first of all equipped from armor rack, because this was your slot, wasn't it? Yeah. I don't think he's been set up properly yet to sort himself out, is he? Okay, Asner, transfer back. Ko, transfer back. Skizor, transfer back. We'll sort out what we're doing with the helmets as well eventually. And then Galga, transfer back too. Alboyo, you can transfer back as well. There we go. All sorted out now. Oh, what's that? Oh, Bass. Okay. The Vulture's now old enough to work. Okay, Vulture, let's have a quick look. What can we give you to do? You got major passions in animal handling. Hunting, of course. Fishing. Pretty decent when it comes to construction. What I'm going to do, I'm going to set them up to have a similar thing to EO in the sense I want them to be teaching as a priority. In fact, I might pop these down to reflect that a bit more. So, for example, we'll put those as 3. And those as well. We'll put that as 2. And just like your big sister, you can do some of this too. You're actually not too bad with that. Let's set those up as a 2, I guess. And you can help Mum and Dad bring in the harvest as well. Yeah, firefighting, of course, we want as number 1. You're not really that good at doctor, so we'll leave that. There we go. That should work. Right. I'll tell you what we could do. How much material do we have for stones? 89 sandstone blocks. And that's sandstone wall. No, don't deconstruct it, but how much does it need? 27, 207, 135. Okay, let's ask for a few more of these to be done. Because I'm thinking, why don't I just do basically this in here for the animals, so we can just make it along the wall here instead. So we'll just do something like, I don't know, put 6... Yeah, it doesn't really matter so much that way, but we'll do something like down to here. In fact, we'll just do a 10 by 10 because then we can use double doors, which makes sense considering it's supposed to be a barn. So something like that, right? Go to structure. We want classic doors, closed doors, horizontal. Where's my double doors? Vents, window walls, bricks, logs, shelter door. Here we are. Double doors. Alright, switch it around. Stick it here. I will make it so they can have some hay or something like that on the ground. So, got green bamboo, thatch. We can make from hay, grass, lime, rough sandstone, barn board. That sounds good. Put something like that down. And then we'll just include a whole bunch of these. Like so. I think we got more than enough then at this point. And then we can just get rid of all those then eventually. Okay, animals, actually, you are allowed outside again. While I remember, before they were starved to death because they're inside. Okay, you're a medical emergency. Why? Oh, because of extreme blood loss. Okay. But, no infections yet. Touch wood. Huh. Oh wow, you can actually change the crop signs of this. Because I've noticed there's a little potato sign. But that's cool, you can actually change it around. So we could, for example... Does it work for... It does. Okay, so for example here, we've got kale. So we pop on here, choose K, J, K... No, we don't have kale. White willow bark, ginkgo, chilo... Oh. Strange. St. Johnville kale leaves. Why did that not pop up then? There we go. Oh wow, that's so cool. Just to have that little bit here where you can like wormwood. So you know, then you can pop these down on every one and let's just have a quick look at the pictures to tell what it is. Wow. That mod has turned out to be surprisingly really cool. Psychic Soothe? Oh good. It's a bonus one for contentment. Good. Bernagotus, apparently... Bernagotus, here. Alright, there's no point having you on a hunt, because I don't have the mod in place that lets them melee hunt. Seems a bit silly to me that they couldn't basically chase after an animal and attack it in melee in order to hunt it, but that's what the game insists, and so I'd rather not get rid of the buff here if we need it. Really, we've only got 19 herbal medicine. Where's all my medicine gone? We had stacks of them before. I could have swore blind we had like 70 or something like that. Absolute crazy. Who knows? Okay, we can't make that in bulk. Why is that? Got 25 lavender oil. Why? Oh, do we need tallow? Might be the case. Okay, let's suspend that. Okay, Rakai. Go and quickly just prioritize butchering. Okay, making some tallow for me. Okay, yeah, now you're making it. Good. Right. Okay, you've done that now. Can you quickly... Apparently still can't do it. Oh, Galga's gone off to do it. Right. I'm just curious to see what happens when we actually use lavender balm. So he puts it in here. And then if we go here, apply aloe cream. Lavender balm. Yeah, so... Oh, let's try this one. Apply lavender balm. Like I said, he's the one who's got the heavy sleep in. Although I think one of the other characters now. Oh no, it's one of the prisoners, doesn't it? Let me have a quick look. So you come in here, you've put it on. Lavender balm. Reduces pain and consciousness, makes him more tired. Oh. Interesting. So I presume then if you've got trouble sleeping, then it actually affects... The lavender affects that, right. So rather than give it to someone like him who's a heavy sleeper, imagine then when I mean sleep disorders, I mean like one of the things traits you can get is insomniac and stuff like that. Right. That makes a lot more sense. What can I say, it's Sunday. And I just noticed now that it's now gone over the time. So now, I think we can bring today's episode to an end. So we're on the final day now of winter, with spring coming up, and like I said, I'm going to make a decision about what to do next. We're either going to make our way up towards the Blue Bee Asbo, and set up a new village there, or we're going to see about sticking around and just making sure we have, you know, set it up so we can have maybe a few more children, and then bring the campaign to an end then. But I'll have a think about it, and if you guys got any opinions, let me know in the comments. But for now, thank you very much for watching, I hope you all enjoyed, and I do hope you join me next time for some more RimWorld. But until then everyone, take care, and goodbye for now.